All right. Let's see. I'm gonna just double check to make sure. All right, looks like we're all good. We're all set. All right. Today. Wow. So, hey everyone. Today I'm going to be continuing the build from a couple of days ago, or I feel like it was a couple of days ago. I'm gonna double check. 4 days ago, actually. So you might be wondering, why am I changing the day a little? So my days off has changed, but luckily it's changed to where I could be able to do the live streams at a better date. Which I thought, you know what? What's better than doing a live stream but on a Friday? I think that Friday live streams will definitely be fun. It'll definitely be exciting. So we're going to be definitely going into this set today. I'm excited because we get to build the second floor today, which so hey Ezra, it's nice to see you. So you say, hey, live again hey, live again. What set are you going to be building this time? So it's going to be the shopping street set number 11371. I'm super excited about it. And then you also say, hopefully your avatar doesn't glitch this time. I hope so. I hope not. So I have it connected to my Mac this time, on my actual computer. And also, great news, the camera is finally back. This is the camera that I've been trying to use. This is a Logitech camera that supports 1080p, and the picture looks a lot better. And also, I did get a little bit of I did get an overhead light, which I could be able to lower the brightness. I think I'm going to lower it to that much, so that way to make sure that you guys will be able to get to see the bricks this time. So I'm super excited. And so far, there's already 3 people who have joined us. I'm super excited about this. This is really going to be awesome. How's everybody doing today? Ezra says, hey, nice, your camera's back. Yeah, funny story about that. So my camera, it's funny because I actually had it misplaced, and I was wondering, where was it at? Turned out it was underneath my table. It was underneath my desk where I do all my editing and everything. So it was so funny to get to see it back. I'm like, it is what it is, but we're definitely gonna have a good time. It just says, I'm good, been doing nothing much. Oh, okay, cool. So that's cool. So I actually am back from seeing I went to the movies. A friend invited me at the last minute. But it's pretty cool because I actually wanted to see this one. So I went to go see the what was it? It was called Send Help, that new Sam Raimi horror movie or survival thriller. It's actually pretty good. It's actually intensely good. I wasn't really expecting for it to be super exciting, but it was actually a lot of fun. Alrighty, so we're at 4 viewers already. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Okay, so we are now just gonna dive right in. We're gonna dive right into the actual build. Just need to see about something really quick. Okay. All right. As just says, I've heard about Send Help. It's actually not as bloody and gory as I was expecting. It does get to it to some points, but it's really good. It's really, really good. I'm actually very surprised on how well it is. Oh, well, okay. So I guess it's still gonna have some of my messages a bit. Let me just take a little bit of this and try to crop the top a little, because I need to It's weird how I still keep getting my messages, even when I don't need to. There we go. That's better. That's a lot better. Okay, so let's work on the second floor today. I'm going to move this to the side, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Let's see. As it says, I'm not sure if I want to check it out though. Nah, it's not really a movie for everybody. I can tell you that for sure. But it is actually pretty interesting how Sam Raimi does his director's signature his signature style in a survival thriller that's actually a lot more entertaining than I was expecting. I can tell you that for sure. So let me see. I'm gonna put this down here. Let's start getting to the next bag. So I think we are on bag number, I think it's bag number 9, I think. Then I have to look through the, oh, perfect. That was the first bag that I got too. That's awesome. Let's see. Oh, the camera moved? Oh, let's see. I'm gonna move it just a tiny bit. I'm gonna move it like this much. Not much, but I'm just gonna move it a little bit. Okay. So let's head up to bag number 9. And we're gonna start all over. All right. This will be fun. Let's see. All right. So let's get to bag number 9 and see how we do. It might end up being a shorter stream this time because I do have everything situated in a way that I think that it's going to definitely work out. Let's see. Oh, wait. Oh. That's what I was. Okay. I forgot about that. Okay. Sorry, I was also doing something really, really quick while I was getting this set up and I was starting to get things in motion. Okay. All right, so we're going to start now. We're going to put this big, huge set together. We're going to do the second floor. Unless if we have time to do more than just the second floor, then maybe we might do a little bit of the third floor. It just really depends on how quick building it will be compared to last time. It just really depends. That just says, by the way, I've got a trailer for you to react to later. Oh, okay. Which one? There's a lot of trailers I definitely need to react to, but I haven't really gotten the time to. I really haven't had time to do a lot of trailer reactions lately. I've been doing my best so that way I could try to get the Lego One Piece Part 5 prologue out, because there's a lot that I have to do on One Piece before it gets finished. I really am excited on seeing where it's gonna go. Let's see. It's Ninjago Dragons Rising Season 4 teaser trailer. If it doesn't go for long though. You know, I might end up actually reacting to the I might end up reacting to Ninjago one of these days. I've only seen maybe one episode of it, but it's been a long time since I've seen it. It would be interesting in getting into something new, but I know that I have a lot of shows that I gotta get to. So I've been watching Wonder Man, and I gotta admit, this show is really impressive. Like, it's been very, very impressive. I'm currently working on the first episode reaction. I haven't finished the series. I'm on episode 5, but it's it's impressed me. It really has impressed me. I think to give you some of my thoughts really quick before anything, I think actor who plays Wonder Man is actually really good. Yahya Abdul Mateen is actually a really great actor. Very, very pleased with his performance because he's been doing a great job at bringing a character that not a lot of people know about and bringing him to life. So I really am happy about that. Let's see. The build is definitely getting faster. I can definitely tell for sure. And I feel like this might go by quicker. And if anything, if I do feel like doing the 3rd floor today, I think I will. And then I'll do the roof for another day and start off on another one that same day, I think. But it just really depends on how quick that this goes. Like I said, I build Legos pretty quick. Let's see. He says, Instagram Threads is not the best place to talk about Wonder Man. There's a lot of racist people on there that hates it. Really? Well, that's upsetting. Well, you know, I don't use Instagram Threads that much at all. So it's not really much of a place that I would even talk about it. You know, people, I don't understand people sometimes because I actually really like the show. I really do. It's very odd to me that people are going to just hate on it for what I consider the dumbest of reasons. I really do. You know, it was the same thing with I feel like it was the same thing with Captain America Brave New World, unfortunately. Like, people hated it in stupid racist ways. I really don't understand. You know, when my grandma was alive, when she saw the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, bro, she loved Sam. Like, she actually loved Sam. And I do too. I think he's a great Captain America. He's definitely a great role model when it comes to that. You know, he's not a super powered individual. Like, he never took the super soldier serum, and he's not as powerful as Steve Rogers or as John Walker, but you know, he still can manage on his own. I mean, he was a paratrooper, and he done a lot for not only the country, but all, to also in great service into the what was it? Was it the Air Force, or was it? I think it was the Air Force. I might be wrong. But he's definitely an awesome character that he definitely gets a lot of hate on. Unnecessary hate, by the way. He's definitely one of my favorites. I'm trying to find this. Oh, this long white brick right here. And then another one right here. Let's see. He says, I gotta check out Wonder Man sometime. I'm gonna wait for it to come out on DVD. Oh, that's right. Because you're more of a collector, from what I remember that you told me. And you know what? I'm glad that you do collect physical media, because I really find physical media to be a lot easier for me to handle rather than just digital. Because after like the whole thing with like that purging incident that happened with Disney, and that they were getting rid of some of the Disney Plus shows, and now you can't find them anymore. It's very upsetting. It really, really is. Especially because one in particular, the Turner and Hooch series that they had on Disney Plus. My grandma and I watched it before Disney Plus decided to take it down, and I haven't seen it since. But I absolutely loved that show. It was hilarious. It felt like a real cop show. It felt like The Rookie in some ways. It really, really did. And I've only seen I've only went up to, I believe it was season 1, episode 11, I believe. Let's see. And Captain America: Brave New World is overhated. The hate for the film is insane. I 100% agree. I really do feel like the hate for Captain America: Brave New World is unnecessary. I thought Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford did an incredible job at their performances. I don't see how it should be hated that much, my opinion. Oh, that's why. There's a little mini brick that goes in here. I 100% agree. Plus, physical media doesn't have ads. I 100% agree with that too. You know, my friend actually recommended a browser called Brave Browser, which actually helps with the no ad thing. It has it actually has ad blockers on there. So if you do want to watch some stuff and you don't want to have ads, even though you do have ads, I'm telling you, the Brave the Brave browser is actually really, really good usage for it. I'm telling you, it really is. You know, these building techniques are actually pretty cool. Let's see. He says, the only series I've watched on Disney Plus is Moon Knight and Miss Marvel. I watched both of those at my grandparents' house. Oh, okay. Awesome. Which one do you feel like is the better show between Miss Marvel and Moon Knight? I think, to me, if I could give my opinion briefly, I definitely liked Miss Marvel more than I did Moon Knight. I think Moon Knight's a great series, but I'm not much of a person who's really gone into like the mythological side of things. I know that it's Egyptian mythology, but I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like I like Miss Marvel a little bit more, in my opinion. Man, this set is actually going to be one of my favorite ones, just because of how different it is. I'm going to definitely see if I could try to put this here. It's crazy to think how somewhat you think it's misaligned, but it's really not misaligned. It's just the way how the thing's going. Let's see. Ezra says, yeah, same. I like Miss Marvel more. I think Iman Vellani, the actress who plays Miss Marvel, I think she does an incredible job at bringing that youth to Kamala to life. I think that she's definitely very like outgoing, and I think it's a perfect trait for Kamala to have, especially as basically like a teenage superhero. I think that she's definitely one of those heroes that I think that just deserves a second chance. And maybe people might not like this show because of, you know, I know that they don't like it for different reasons, but I also think that Kamala was definitely one of my favorite heroes. And when they announced that they were going to bring that show to life, I thought, you know what, I'm definitely going to be happy, because I do like Miss Marvel, and I think that it's cool that, you know, Miss Marvel is like in the same range as Spider-Man, and I definitely could see them getting along with each other, especially because we did see them getting along with each other during Marvel Zombies. Can't wait for a potential season 2 if it does happen. Oh, cool. We're on bag number 10 now. It is definitely going to go by faster. I think that this might be where I might do bags. I think we might also do the third. I think we might actually end up doing the third floor as well, possibly. It just says, and the only series I've watched on DVD is Loki season 1 and 2 and Falcon the Winter Soldier. Now, between those shows, which one do you like more? Because honestly, I really feel like Loki is such a great show that it does set up so much that we might not think about now, but it definitely does set up a lot. And then Ezra says, plus Miss Marvel has been in 2 projects and she's very great. Oh yeah, I think that we are going to get her in Doomsday. I have no doubt whatsoever. I really feel like we're going to get her in Doomsday. Her, Carol Danvers, and Monica Rambeau. I think we are going to get them in. I think we are going to get them in Doomsday. I really don't doubt it. Let's see. Where's the? Oh. So there's this. Man, it's been such a good day today, and I'm so happy that it's been a good day. You know, it's funny because when I was out with my friend earlier today, it was cool because I haven't gotten to see him in a little while, and then just him inviting me to the movies out of nowhere, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll go ahead and do so. That's one thing that you got to remember is that life is short, and there's just those days that you feel like you got a lot of work that you got to do, but sometimes you just need to take some time to. You just need to take time to just spend life a little bit outside of just being inside. Because I know that being inside is like one of the best things, especially if you're doing stuff like YouTube and everything. But believe me, as somebody that even though that I've been doing it for 2 years and I can't compare to those who have been doing it for a lot longer than I have, I definitely feel like it's important to do a lot more when going out than anything. I think I'm missing a piece. Let me see. I might actually be missing a piece. Sometimes that does happen. Or sometimes it gets caught in the bag. Or I might have already... Oh, it's right here. Like, don't you just like feel embarrassed when sometimes that you're trying to find that one piece that you're looking for and then you find out it's right in front of you the whole entire time? It's just one of those moments that it can get very interesting. He says, I love Loki and Falcon Winter Soldier, but Loki is a bit more because I own it in my Marvel collection. Okay. I can see that. Yeah, I almost did miss a piece. It's sometimes it does happen, even to the best of those who have been building for a long time. I definitely feel like this is going to be one of the best sets to put together, especially because I know that this is going to be an integral part in one of the storylines for the Marvel Lego YouTube universe. It definitely will be. And I'm definitely going to be using these sets and not just background pieces, but also as integral story parts. Because there's a lot that's going to be at stake during this time. There's going to be a lot happening. And I feel like, especially at a time that we definitely need to laugh, we definitely need to have a little bit of sense of escapement. That's what I'm hoping that my Marvel Lego YouTube universe is going to bring for everyone who just needs to, take a bit of a breather and not feel stressed about the world, because it's as chaotic as it is, but we definitely are going to be doing okay, and sometimes we might not feel like we're going to be doing great, but God gets us out of the most toughest of situations. Man, this set is going a lot faster, or at least this part of it's going faster because I got things more set up than usual. Okay, so we're going to connect this together. And then we have this part that we just have to make sure. Oh. Oh, okay. So there's the piece. Okay. So this part goes here and the other one goes here. Oh, nice. Cryo SP75's on. Nice. Hey, nice to see ya. How you doing? Doing good? It's been a little while since we talked. It's nice to get to see you on here. Ezra says, but overall, out of the whole MCU films, my favorite is Shang-Chi. My favorite superhero film of all time. I know that could be a hot take, but I just like watching Shang-Chi a lot. I do. I agree with you. I think that Shang-Chi is one of those movies that it definitely gives a new cultured feeling that I haven't experienced since Black Panther, and it delivered the same amount of excitement, in my opinion. I think that you know, it's definitely a movie that I would rewatch a lot more times than what's given credit for, because I remember watching Black Panther for the first time, and when I bought it on 4K, dude, I rewatched that movie like crazy. I totally did, and it's always been a favorite of mine. SB says, I'm good, just catching up on some drawings. But I definitely enjoy these streams. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate that you're enjoying it. Speaking about the live streams, when I don't have any Lego sets to build until I have to get some new ones, one of the things that I will be letting you guys know about is that I'm deciding I am going to be doing some puzzle live streams. So it's also going to be a lot more challenging. That means a lot more live streams. And also, I have like maybe 20 or 30 puzzles I haven't even put together realistically. So it would be cool on getting to try to attempt to get to build puzzles and put them together. It would definitely be a cool challenge, and I would love to try. I think that it'll bring some enjoying comfort streams, and I think that Fridays will definitely be a great choice on doing it for like maybe about a couple hours or so. All right, time to put these together. All right, this floor is looking pretty good. Nice. The floor is already turning out to look really, really well. Let's see. It's pretty cool that we get to have fun and just get to talk and just be ourselves. That's the best thing that we could be, is ourselves. And then let's put these ones in the right spot. All right, now we are in bag 11. I told you, it's crazy on how much quicker this is going. But then again, it was it's definitely been awesome because of how everything's already set up. And imagine if I would have been able to get this done within the small amount of time. Who knows? Maybe I might be able to get more of this done quicker than expected. But we'll never know until we find out after we're done with floor number 2. And like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do the 3rd floor today, just because that the 3rd floor, I feel like is going to be something that it's going to be on the next stream. But the other stream was like about almost 4 hours long, surprisingly. And I'm sitting at a more comfortable position, in a more comfortable chair this time. And so far, I mean, I haven't seen the avatar start glitching or anything, which thank God, thank you Jesus that it hasn't glitched yet. I definitely need to make sure that when I'm doing the streams, this is the test stream to see if it's gonna work better on here than it is on anything else. Ezra says, not sure if Spider-Man Brand New Day or Avengers Doomsdays could be somewhere in my top 10 favorite MCU films, but we'll find out. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are skeptical on Avengers Doomsday, and they're also skeptical on They're also skeptical on Spider-Man Brand New Day. But you know what? I'm personally deeply excited about those movies because, you know, we are getting something very, very extremely special. And I think that seeing the direction that these guys are taking in terms of story and in terms of just trying to close off this part of the MCU. I mean, I'm excited. I really am excited to see how this is going to surpass anything. Like this is a big, huge deal. It really is. So we're gonna have another set of stairs here. All right. Let's see. And then he says, plus that Fast and the Furious news that we got today about Fast 11 is insane. Gotta wait for 2028 to watch it. Yeah, I know. I heard about that. And I'm excited for Fast and the Furious, or what they call Fast Forever, I think. I think it's March of 2028. So I will, when the movie comes out, I'll be 28, which is wild. I've seen all the other ones, but I'm definitely going to revisit them. So expect some revisited reactions to those. I'm super excited about that. Let's see. All right, so we got a new one, a new person, Renee Ray. It's nice to see you on here. Nice to see you on the stream. They say, I love seeing you put this Lego building together. I can't wait to see it finished. I can't wait to see it finished either. Usually when it comes to buildings, I love just getting to see the process of it going through, because there's just something about Lego that I feel like it's an endearing reward on achieving just building a good set like this. I feel like I don't know, this set in particular, I mean, I'm gonna love the other sets, but this one, I don't know, I just feel like there's something special about this one that I completely like. Maybe it's because of like the way how it's two buildings in one, and I love it when you feel like you're building more than just one thing, and you feel like realistically you haven't really spent a lot of money on a set that it just feels like one huge building. But I definitely feel something special, a lot more special with this one than anything. I think it's just like the fact that this is the first modular build I have ever gotten to build since I think 2019 or 2020-ish, around there. I think it has been a little bit of a while, I'm not gonna lie, but it definitely is something new. It's something different and refreshing. Kaiser says, the one I'm more excited for is Spider-Man because he's one of my favorite MCU characters. I can 100% agree. I think for me, with the hype around Spider-Man, I think I'm truly, truly excited for Spider-Man, a little bit more than Avengers Doomsday, to a point. More just because I feel like with Spider-Man, it's going to be a lot more different than what we've seen in other Spider-Man movies. I think this is going to be the genre-defining Spider-Man movie that makes us be like, oh wow, Spider-Man is a lot more than what we're used to. And I really 100% agree. Let's see, where is this next piece? I know that I see it on here somewhere. I found it. Okay. SB says, personally, I feel like the Avengers fandom is already falling off because now Marvel's falling into the same Marvel fan service in terms of actors because RDJ put up the Iron Man helmet for a reason. I can understand to that point. I feel like, in my opinion, I can see where you're coming from, and I definitely can. I think that in my opinion, I think that we're gonna see something that's undeniably different. I really do feel like we are going to see something undeniably different in terms of that. This is a story that's a lot bigger than what we can comprehend, because maybe this is tying into something that we don't know. But one thing that I do hope that they will give us is tying up the loose ends with Kang the Conqueror. I really, really do hope about that, because we need to see more of what did happen to Kang the Conqueror after the whole thing with the Jonathan Majors firing. That I feel like it was definitely an interesting and tumultuous time. But we'll see. We'll see if it is fan service, or we'll see if it's going to help build it. Ezra says, "Yeah, gotta wait for 2028 for the Fast Forever. Hopefully, it's a good conclusion to the franchise." I think because that Vin Diesel put a whole lot of time and money and energy into the Fast and Furious franchise more than anything. I think that's going to be the thing that he hopes for, which I really do hope for the best for the Fast and Furious franchise, because I think Fast and Furious is one of my favorite franchises of all time. And that's because I feel like Fast and the Furious has done some incredibly insane stunts that I never would have thought possible. And apparently, the behind the scenes from what I've seen from Fast and the Furious is that they actually took into consideration the physics behind the stunts in order for it to be made possible. And I never would have thought that they would have actually calculated everything out to make sure that everything worked the way that it needed to. I think it's incredible. I really find it to be something miraculous in a lot of ways, because these are very incredibly talented people that come up with the stunts, and they come up with so many different ideas that make it so, sometimes it can seem like it's so challenging. The only unfortunate part that I see about it is how many people try to replicate those stunts in real life, which, I mean, they do tell you in every movie, don't replicate these stunts, or don't try to drag race, or don't try to do any of these things, because, this is something that's to be left by the professionals. But, unfortunately, there are some who they do try to replicate those. It's something crazy, but, says, well, we're getting the Punisher and the Hulk in a Spider-Man film, which is really exciting. That is true. We are definitely getting those two, but we are also getting Sadie Sink in Spider-Man as well. So we don't even know what her character is, which I don't know what to think about that yet. I really don't. I feel like it's going to... I feel like, they might not even reveal who her character is until the movie. We might not even find out until the movie when it comes out. And you know what? I'm okay with that if that's the case. I will definitely feel all right with that. I know that I saw a piece here somewhere. There's a black colored tile that I need to find. I haven't found that yet, but I definitely need to put... Wait. Oh, no. Not in here. We need to slip this on. Let's see. Let's see. My favorite film franchise of all time is Star Wars. I'm a sequel fan. The sequel is overhated, in my opinion. I do agree. The sequel trilogy is overhated. I feel like it's not a bad addition. I really liked Force Awakens. I really thought that it was a great movie. I think even Last Jedi was not that bad. I'm gonna be honest, I barely remember the Rise of Skywalker, but I don't think it was that bad of a movie. But then again, I have not seen it in a long time. Trying to find this one piece here. Oh no, I don't see it. I don't know if this time I actually lost the piece or let me see. Oh, okay. It was underneath. It was underneath the iPad. So yeah, I'm using the iPad again as the camera. It's a lot easier for me to use than my phone. So my phone, on the other hand, I used to use as my camera a lot, but the unfortunate part was that I used it too much to where that the battery drained out a lot quicker than expected. So I'm going to need to get a battery replacement. And also, I do feel like it's definitely time for me to also get a screen replacement soon, because I actually found out I had pixel burn-in on my phone. It's not too bad, but I definitely need to get that changed, and I definitely need to get that fixed. So I definitely should get that done as soon as possible. Okay, let's see. That's a bet. Let's see. Ezra says, I'm betting that she'll play Jean Grey. I have a feeling that Sadie will play Jean Grey. I have a weird feeling. Because why else is she going to return in Secret Wars? I really feel like that is going to be the case. As she says, oh, that's right. Sadie Sink was also in Stranger Things as Max Mayfield. I believe is her last name. I think it is, yeah. But I also heard she acted in Fear Street thanks to the now ex-wife of one of the Duffer Brothers. That's right. One of the Duffer Brothers did get a divorce. I think it was a divorce. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I don't remember which one, but I heard something about that. It's very interesting how that ended up happening. I heard some interesting things about the finale, but I do feel, well, the one thing that I will give is that, let's just say, I have a surprise for you guys when it comes to Halloween 2026, and it is going to be Stranger Things related. It's going to be in time for the Halloween movie marathon of that time. I have something planned. I think you guys will enjoy it. A few people do know, but I want to make it like a full surprise for everybody else. Because I talked to my mom about it, and I think she's thought, yeah, this is gonna be cool to get to see you do. But for everyone else, they're gonna definitely find out, and I think they're really gonna enjoy it. Let's see. As she says, well, the sequel is overhated because of the wokeness Kathleen Kennedy forced into the franchise and how fans thought she disrespected the franchise. I mean, I think, to be honest, I can understand that point of view. I never really felt like there was any wokeness to it, personally, but I think what I didn't like about Rise of Skywalker, in my opinion, I think was just like the confusion that I had. Because I did find some of the plot a little confusing. Logic-wise, I found a little confusing. I thought it was a great movie otherwise. But then again, I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker in a long time. It's been about 6 years or so, I believe. It's been a little while. I'm definitely going to give the Star Wars movies a rewatch, because I do want to get to see more of Star Wars on my channel besides just the Skeleton Crew series that I have on there, as reacting to it. Like, I want to react to Clone Wars really bad, because I've seen most of the first season, and I actually do like where Clone Wars was heading. I thought it was super cool to get to see the different plots that were happening at that time, and I think that Clone Wars is definitely it's definitely a well received animated series. Plus, I heard about the Darth Maul series. I'm interested to seeing where that's going to lead. But I don't think I'm going to react to it until I know for sure that I'm there at the point of reacting to like finishing it up and then doing Bad Batch and then the Darth Maul series if it takes place within that same time frame period. I was not going to do the Alkalite, but you know what? I thought I'm just going to do it because a lot of time has passed between then. And honestly, it's a short show. And I think that show is overhated. And I want to give it my actual fairest opinion on what I feel about it. Because I need to watch Andor season 2. I have my friend that he keeps telling me, you need to watch season 2. I'm like, I know, but I haven't done so yet. But I'm gonna do so. I promise that. He says, that's right. Sadie Sink is coming back for Secret Wars. So yeah, that actually makes sense. You know what? If they're doing the X-Men reboot, I think she's gonna be in the X-Men reboot too, if you think about it. Because if she really is Jean Grey, I think she is gonna be in the X-Men reboot. I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. Oops. SV says, and fans also speculate that she was a ghostwriter for the entire franchise. I think she also had a role in writing the character plots and impacts for the series. You know what? I honestly would not doubt that to be true. I would not doubt it. I feel like that might be the case. You know, one thing that I could say too is that I think now that Dave Filoni is going to be the co-CEO? No, co-owner. I forgot. But they're going to now run Lucasfilm now. I think people are going to go back into Star Wars even more because of it. And I mean, I've always been a Star Wars fan ever since I was a kid. But I definitely feel like more people are going to enjoy Star Wars more because of the amazing things that Dave Filoni has done for Star Wars, like the Clone Wars, and then what he's done with Jon Favreau to help with the Mandalorian series, which to me, The Mandalorian is automatically my favorite Disney Plus show of all time, just because it was the first one. It was the first live action Star Wars series to be be a success, in that it was something completely different compared to other different Star Wars movies that they had at the time. And I really, really enjoyed how when they were doing the prequel trilogy before Disney bought Lucasfilm, I felt like the prequels were pretty good. But I think now I think that Star Wars definitely needs to expand a little bit more. And I think that this expansion that Dave Filoni, I feel like, is going to do is going to be a lot of help for Disney and for Lucasfilm. And I think that it's going to take off to a point where it's going to be a bigger success than what we started out with. Because I loved Force Awakens so much. It is one of my all-time favorite Star Wars movies, but my all-time favorite to me is definitely going to be A New Hope, which is the original Star Wars movie from 1977. As just as Stranger Things related, I'm betting that it's something to do with the Lego Stranger Things set. No, unfortunately, it's not. It doesn't have anything to do with the set, unfortunately. I would love to get the Victor Creel house, and I would love to get the Stranger Things house, but the Stranger Things house is very, very expensive, and I wouldn't be able to buy it because these days it would be like $600 for you to get or so, because it's an old set. But I think what you will. I think what you guys are gonna get for the Halloween movie marathon. I think you guys are gonna like it. I have a feeling. I have a strong feeling that you will really enjoy what I have. I gotta admit, Stranger Things was something that I didn't think I was gonna enjoy as a kid. Not as a kid, but like enjoy in general. You know, after the fact that I'm gonna admit, it just actually does feel weird that I almost said as a kid because of how 80s it felt, and I grew up watching 80s movies as a kid. Not a lot of them, but some, but you know, a good amount of them. It just made me feel like it's like going back in time, like it's a Back to the Future sort of thing. That's what it makes me feel like. But I think you guys will definitely be excited for what Stranger Things related thing that I'll be having for the Halloween movie marathon. I really feel like you guys are gonna like it. I think so. Let's just say, I basically did a something that it needs to get out. Like it needs to get out as soon as possible. But I am gonna take time to put them all together and get it on out. Let's see. Have you reacted to Rebels? I have not actually. I watched half the show before I started thinking about doing YouTube. I would like to. It has been a while since I have seen Star Wars Rebels, and I think that it would definitely be cool to react to the Star Wars franchise, even though that it might take a little while, because all I can say is I have something coming up, and I think you guys are gonna like it. I'm hoping I get it out this coming up week, or tomorrow actually. It also depends. Really depends. Ooh, drumsticks. Actually, this is actually pretty cool. That is cool. Look at that. I'm gonna put it. Let's see. The Mandalorian and Grogu film looks very cool. It does, and it's funny because I actually got to see the trailer of it over at the movies when I saw Send Help. I got there later, so I didn't get to sit through all the trailers and everything, but I did see Mandalorian and Grogu before anything. I thought it was cool that I got to see the trailer for it. And it's one of those movies that I'm very, very excited for because, man, I didn't think Pedro Pascal was going to be busy this year. Man, actually, a lot of Marvel stars are going to be busy this year if you think about it, because, let's see, who do we got? So we got Tom Holland, John Bernthal, and Zendaya because of the Odyssey. All three of them being in the Odyssey and in Spider-Man. And then Zendaya having the Doom Part 3, which comes out same day as Doomsday. And then we got Florence Pugh because, you know, she plays Yelena in Marvel, but she is also in Doom Part 3, and they both come out the same day. So she's going to be very busy, which is very awesome. And I'm so happy for her. She's getting work. Let's see. David Harbour because of that new animated movie, Go. And then Doomsday. What else? Pedro Pascal because of The Mandalorian and Grogu, and then Doomsday. Let's see. And then we're done with bag 11. So we are now going on to bag 12. I'm excited on look at this. It actually looks really cool. Look at that. It looks super cool. I'm excited. Let's see. Ezra Carr says, I gotta check out that series. Yeah. I definitely feel like Stranger Things is pretty good, if that's what you were referring to. I definitely like it. I say it does get horror centered later on down the road, but they do a fantastic job with it. Like, it feels like a nostalgic thing. Like when you watch it, you'll understand. Trying to find bag number 12. I feel like it's all the way on the bottom and I'm just not realizing it. 14. Oops. 22 and 12. Gotcha. Found it. He says, dang, not with the set. Fair enough. And then he says, what is your favorite show of all time? Ooh. Actually, let's see. In terms of animated shows, I think X-Men the Animated Series. In terms of sitcom, I Love Lucy, which is a sitcom that I really want to react to on the channel, even though that I've seen it many, many times. But it's just like, it'll be a nice casual watch. It's one of my all-time favorite sitcoms, especially it was one of what I consider the first major sitcom to ever exist. I could quote many lines from that show. It's not even funny. Like, I could quote so many. I can remember so many things that happened. I think my top 3 favorites of all time is number 1 is I Love Lucy. Number 2 is Family Ties, not Family Ties, Family Matters. Sorry, and the number 3 is Everybody Loves Raymond. When it comes to Marvel, like as in live action, I think Loki. I think Loki would be my favorite. When it comes to drama, yikes, I don't even know. That's a tough one. I also got to say The Office is one of my all-time favorite shows too. There's a lot of shows that I really, really like and enjoy because it's just fun getting to see everything happening all at once like that. And The Office really has some of the craziest things that you could ever experience as a person and just in general, because it's all thanks to, Steve Carell as Michael Scott. He is one of my all-time favorite comedic actors, and I just find his work to be amongst the best. So then we also get a minifigure right here. You can see her better than when I was with the other camera. That was one of the more terrible things. He says, you got to react to Star Wars Rebels. That's my favorite Star Wars show of all time. I know, like, I know it's great because I have seen several episodes of it already when I was younger. When the show started officially airing and they had the DVD of the first 2 episodes, I instantly knew I was going to love that show. And I feel like Star Wars Rebels is one of those shows where, it's a feel-good show. Even though, like, the more time passes in that show, the darker it gets from what I've known. I'm excited to see what is going to be happening. I need to know what happens and what leads up to the point with Ahsoka, because, yeah, Ahsoka Season 1 is literally Star Wars Rebels Season 5 in live action. They just make the jump to live action, and I think it's a great move. It is a very great move. That I will tell you, in case if you guys have not seen, Star Wars Rebels or Ahsoka yet, that's a good heads up for that point. Marvel actors are really busy then. Yeah. I could agree with that. They definitely are busy. And you know what? It's good that they're getting the work that they need. I feel like just bringing back different actors for these movies are great. I'm interested on seeing how far it's gonna go with Doomsday, especially with bringing the X-Men characters back, and I'm really excited for how they're gonna treat it with Channing Tatum's Gambit, for Nightcrawler, for Mystique. I want to know what they're gonna do, because it's just incredible that we haven't seen these characters or these versions of the characters in a long time. Like Alan Cumming and Rebecca Romijn were great as their characters back in X2, and Rebecca Romijn being in the original trilogy, which I am going to try my best to react to the X-Men movies before Doomsday. There's a lot of stuff I need to react to. Plus, I need to get back into animes, and I'm also needing to get back into Everybody Loves Raymond, which I do have an episode reaction that I have recorded. I just haven't edited it yet. And it's going to be almost a year since I've gotten it up, which I do feel sad about. But I'm also going to be reacting to different animes that I need to get up and running. There's just a lot of stuff that I'm definitely needing to get done and just need to get doing. So I'm so sorry that it's been taking me a little longer than expected. But there's just been just like one thing after the next, and I want to make sure that I'm also balancing things out a lot more in 2026 compared to other different days. Let's see. I'm actually referring to the Mandalorian series. Oh, you haven't seen the Mandalorian series? Okay. I gotta say, the Mandalorian, I think you're gonna really like. It is fantastic. It is fantastic. I think Pedro Pascal does an incredible job with acting in that show, and I also think that he and Baby Yoda definitely does carry for that whole show. They carry the whole show, and I find it to be my favorite Star Wars series of all time in both live action and animated, just because that it's something incredible. Like, it is something majorly incredible. Oh, this is cool. And then we just put it on this little part right here. Oh, there we go. There we go. Let's see. My favorite TV show of all time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Oh, okay. I've not seen Buffy the Vampire Slayer at all. I've heard some good things about it. Maybe one day I will watch it. Not really much into like horror stuff or fantasy horror. I might give it a watch. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought there's also a movie on Buffy the Vampire Slayer as well. I could be wrong because I don't know much about it. Oops, broke a little bit off. Okay, that's no worries. I can fix it. Sometimes that's a little bit of the complications when it comes to building sets, is the sometimes it might come apart. But you also have to make sure that when you're putting this stuff together, it's put on a flat surface. But I have a smaller table right now, so there's not really much of a surface space to work with when I have the instructions here. I've got all 4 seasons of Star Wars Rebels on DVD. Oh, okay, cool. I think I had the first season on there. It's been a while since I can remember, actually. It has been a little while. Okay. And I'm going to put this right here. That's where it goes. I recently watched Roofman last year. Actually, it's not last year, last week. Channing Tatum's film that came out last year, and that film is really decent in my opinion. Okay. I do want to watch it. I do want to watch Doorman. I heard it's funny. I heard it's entertaining, and honestly, I missed Toys R Us. Toys R Us was one of my favorite stores growing up as a kid. And I know that there's still some locations that are open, but it has been a long time since I've been to a location. I would just go there to walk and just feel the nostalgia of Jeffrey the giraffe and just, looking at all the toys that they got there. Maybe it's not as big as what it was before, which is an unfortunate thing. But I do think that it's important for us to remember Toys R Us. A major childhood nostalgic memory for so many. I can tell you that for sure. Okay, where is the next one? Okay, there is a brick. Oh, right here. Sometimes they're just like right in front. That's like how it says in Isla Lucy. If it were a snake, it would have bit me. And then we're gonna put this one right here. There we go. That's pretty cool. He says, I'm gonna try and watch the first season of The Mandalorian this year before the film. Okay, that's a good idea. But it does pick up after season 3. Just to give you a heads up, if there's some events like that you might not know about, it's because of that reason. But they're actually very entertaining episodes. I would say when you do get the chance of watching the show, I would say when you're watching it in order, like the Mandalorian universe timeline, I would say you would start with Mandalorian season 1, then go to season 2, and then you would do Book of Boba Fett, then season 3, and then Ahsoka season 1, and then Skeleton Crew, and then Ahsoka season 2. It's definitely going to be very helpful when keeping that in mind, because when you do, it's going to be like, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. Any of you guys want me to change the music? I don't know if it's a little repetitive for you guys. I can go ahead and change it to the next track if you want me to. Well, I think there is a movie for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but the TV show is way better, though. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind in case if I do get to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And I will let you know on what I think about it, if I get to it. I'll keep it in mind, though. I've been trying to diversify my options a little bit more when it comes to movies and shows, because there's a lot of them that I haven't seen, and I know that I got to give more things a chance, and that's going to be one of the most important things out of this year, is for me to give a chance to a lot more movies these days. Plus, there's a lot of shows that I really want to try to finish up this year, and I'm going to try my best. Toys R Us was really interesting in Roofman, but most of the film was good in my opinion. Okay. I will keep that in mind. I will definitely keep that in mind. Man. I have so many memories of I have so many memories when it comes to Toys R Us. And I have so many stories, like it's not even funny. Let me see. What's a favorite story of mine? I think one of my favorite stories when it comes to Toys R Us is, I would say, when I got Wii Fit U for the Wii U. That was one of the most cool things because that's one of my favorite stories, because I ended up getting that game for cheap. And you know how it used to be like $80 for the Wii U, for those of you who did have a Wii U? When I got there, we were like, how much is it? Because it was on clearance for about, it said it was on clearance for like $40. But then when my mom asked how much it was, the worker there, the employee there, she went and scanned it, and she's like, it's on clearance for like $11. And we were like, huh? $11 for a Wii U game? Like, what's this all about? So my mom's like, do you want it? I'm like, yeah, I'll go for it. I definitely need to get something like that. And she's like, okay, we'll buy it. And so she bought it. I still have the Wii U, the Wii U Fit board, actually. I still have it. I'll show you an artifact from it. Look at this. Check this out. Let me see. I still got the Wii U tracker. And it still works. It still works, which is the most insane thing ever. I can't even believe it. And it's cool to see that it's actually still it still works after, I think my mom bought it in 2015-ish, and it still works. It's nuts. And it's one of my favorite nostalgic moments because of the fact that I still have that. I still have the game. I mean, I don't play it as much. I do want to play it more, especially because I definitely need to get more healthier instead of just sitting down all the time, which I know that it could be a pain in the butt. Especially when I'm working on a lot of videos and I need to sit down. But, you know, I need to take care of myself more. I definitely need to take care of myself more. We all do. As individuals, we definitely need to take care of ourselves more. Says, well, I haven't found Skeleton Crew on DVD yet, but I found Mandalorian Season 1 through 3, Book of Boba Fett, and Ahsoka all on DVD. Yeah, I'm excited for Ahsoka Season 2. I need to rewatch Season 1 because Season 2 is coming around the corner, and that's going to be very, very interesting to see. I can't wait. I literally cannot wait for Ahsoka Season 2. Gonna just push this down a little bit. Okay, there we go. Push down. And then here. And then this part. Oh, I need to move this down more. Let's see. What are the comments? $11 for that console is interesting. Well, it was more of the game. It was a Wii Fit U. It was Wii Fit U. It was the Wii U version of Wii Fit. It was pretty interesting that we did get it for $11. I'm still baffled about it to this day. All right, so we are on bag number 13 now, and look at how far we've come. Look at this. He says, "I got a TV show season on DVD for 98 cents last year." Dude, 98 cents is insane. What show was it? I'm now interested. What show was it? That's crazy to think. I would have never thought that. You know what? Yeah, because I've gotten DVDs that were $5, and I've actually at one point got a new movie. It was over when Big Lots was a thing over here in SoCal, well, near where I live at. I remember getting a brand new movie for like $5. They sold it cheap. Still have it to this day. I don't remember which one exactly it was, but I know that it was a newer movie. It was Smallville Season 8. Really? For 98 cents, it's actually pretty insane. I would have never thought that would have been the show. That's crazy. I still gotta watch Smallville. I've actually never seen the show before. I heard it's one of the best Superman shows to ever exist. I definitely want to see it. I think like I said, Superman is one of my favorite superheroes of all time, and Superman used to be my grandma's favorite superhero. So when watching the James Gunn movie, I was brought to tears because of how much of Superman that they brought to the big screen, that it felt like Superman. It didn't feel like they just went and put half of their, like, half of time, half of love, half of anything into it. They put 100% of themselves into it and more, which sometimes sounds astronomically impossible, but it's crazy. It's really crazy to think. And we got our next figure right over here. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then we got some pieces that we're going to need to put in here. I actually wonder, what bag do we have up to? Let's see. I've seen all 10 seasons of Smallville. I'm glad, dude. I'm glad, because I've not seen any season of Smallville at all. I definitely need to. It's one of those shows where people tell you need to watch it, but you just never really had the time to or the chance to because of different reasons. I definitely should. I think I definitely should go into Smallville one day. Also, we go up to bag number 15. So we're almost done with this floor. Okay, nice. James Gunn Superman is so good. Glad to own it in my collection already. Oh, yeah, same here. I mean, I have it in my digital collection because I had to buy it earlier than expected because of I was doing a reaction to it, and I did it early. And when I uploaded the reaction to Superman, I did it on the year anniversary of my grandmother's passing. And I did it for a reason, because I felt like it was important for me to just honor her life instead of feeling like, why does that day have to be sad? I felt like it didn't have to be, and I thought this would have been a way that she would have wanted it. And I think that she would have really liked Superman. I really feel that way. All right. So you definitely need to watch Smallville. I think I will. I don't know if I'm going to do a reaction to it because it's so long. But then again, I'm doing other shows that are really long and they're going to take a little time. Let me change the music for a bit. Let's see. There we go. Going to give myself a little bit of a water break. All right. All right, let's see. All right, let's keep on going. This is so much fun getting to follow these sets and everything, and just getting to do something different. Let's see. All right. So I know that maybe oh wait, we gotta if you want to see more DC shows, I say check out the Arrowverse, like Arrow, The Flash, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Superman, Lois, Batwoman, Black Lightning. I know a friend of mine has seen it, the whole Arrowverse, which he says it's enjoyable. I might. I think one show that I definitely want to do for the channel and for DC side, I would love to check out Teen Titans. I've never seen the original series before, and I think it would be super cool on getting to check out, because it's one of the most iconic shows out there from what I've seen, clips of, and I definitely feel like it's one of those nostalgic shows that, it just gets you because of how well put together that it is and well written that it is. Anyways, I was gonna say something, but I forgot. I didn't want to leave any comments unread. One of the things that I feel like is most important when it comes to being a YouTuber is that you read your comments from friends, from family, from subscribers and fans and people. I think that it's one of the most important things that you need to do, so that way to keep engaged with your audience, because of the fact that when you do, you get to develop like a good relationship with your audience, and you get to feel like you're doing a service to them. You're making them feel recognized, and that they're also important, because your audience is the reason why you're there in the first place. And when you give that respect to them, it makes people feel like they matter. And especially now, a lot of people need to feel like they matter. I don't think that it's a good thing for people to just be like acknowledged and then written off for good. Oops. I think that acknowledging them and getting to keep acknowledging them every time that they comment, they say different things. Like, you need to let them know that they mean something, like they're special. It's like how in VeggieTales they would say, God made you special and he loves you very much. That's the same thing. We definitely need to keep that in consideration. Ezra says, I've never seen Teen Titans either. Really? Okay. And you know what? It's cool that not a lot of people have really watched Teen Titans. Or, people in was it Gen Alpha, Gen Z? I don't think a lot of them have seen it, but maybe I'm just generalizing. Maybe I'm not entirely sure, but I do want to see I do want to watch Teen Titans one of these days. There's gonna be a lot of new stuff that I got to get out there. Like, it's crazy. It's very, very crazy, because that's what I wanted to talk about, actually, was the amount of stuff that I'm gonna have up. And so I'm gonna do my best to get the Wonder Man reaction out tomorrow. But I also, you know what? I think I'm just gonna announce it. I am starting a new anime. I think I mentioned this already, but I just don't remember. So I don't know if it's tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. Or I might. Yeah, I really don't know, but I think I'm gonna get my reaction to the One Piece anime out tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. The anime is actually really good. From the first few episodes that I've seen, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed with it, and I can see why a lot of people like it and consider it to be one of the best animes, if not the best anime of all time. But we'll see. We'll see how the scheduling goes, because I need to start getting out my reactions to Wonder Man out. That's a very important one that I need to get out. Plus Ironheart. I need to start doing that too. I need to start getting that done. I have a lot of things that I'm going to be doing, but it's definitely going to be important for me to do so. I think in order for me to catch up, I think I'm going to take this week. I was going to go to Disney this week on Monday. I might not go for that reason, just to catch up. But if I catch up, and then I might go. But who knows? I'll see. I'll definitely see what happens. Let's see. I'm going to put that bucket right there. I only grew up watching Ninjago in the TMNT 2012 series. Okay, I grew up with the TMNT 2012 series as a kid. And honestly, I loved that show. Still do. Reactions to that will be coming soon. That'll be coming back again. In a new way. You'll definitely see how. I think you're going to enjoy it. I think you definitely are going to enjoy it. I definitely enjoyed it when I was recording my reaction to episode 3 of season 1. In a different way. I think you might be able to guess how. It's already been an hour and 27 minutes. That's crazy. And we're already like almost done with floor 2. That's wild. I love it. I love it. We're actually going a lot quicker than I was expecting. Cool, cool. Let's see. Where's the other bricks? Ezra says, I got a cool anime series for you to react to. You should check out the whole series of Pokemon. I definitely want to check out Pokemon. That's another one that I definitely want to get out of the way. Even though it's going to be a long, long anime to react to, I definitely want to react to Pokemon. But I do also have Spy Family, Prince of Tennis. I have Dr. Stone, My Hero Academia, My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Those two in particular will also be redone and it will also be back in a brand new way. But I definitely am excited about. I'm definitely excited about that. Oh, and then we got some. Okay, so let's put this here. And then move this up a little. There we go. And we'll do the back right here. Oh, that's cool that these little heart pieces are like leaves. That's a good idea. I like that. Okay. And then there's this piece right here. Okay, so I just got to put this here. Like that. And then I got to put this one with, let's see. I'll be right back. Just got to make myself a drink. Yeah, no problem. No worries, dude. You're good. You're all good. That's what we need to do at times. Sometimes if we need to take breaks, we take breaks. And then we'll put this right here. There we go. To make like the foliage on the side. Nice. Okay. We got this. I like the extra pieces that they have in this one. It's pretty nice. I could use them for different things. Like different set pieces that I can make. And it's actually very cool when you get to have those smaller things. So that way you can make the set feel more dynamic. Is this a painter's table or something? I'm assuming that it is. There we go. There's definitely a lot of shows that I definitely want to react to and just get to try out. It'll definitely be fun. Okay. Let's see. And then the... Oh, okay. It's a small, like, wooden duck of some sort. That's cool. I like that. And then we put it right here. That's cute. That is cute. I like that. I like that idea. And then are we... Oh, we're on bag 14 already? Oh, wow. You know what? I actually might end up doing the third floor today. It's not that big, actually. I might do it. I might do it. This is actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. We're actually getting a lot farther than before. So let's see. Bag number 14. This is actually cool. We're already in almost an hour and 35 minutes into the stream, which is cool. I think by the time this is over, I think we're actually going to be on like the third floor at the 2-hour mark. You know, I love Lego, man. Like, honestly, Lego's so great. I feel like it's one of the best things that's ever been created, especially because you can do so much with Lego. It's not even funny. Like, I just love Lego. Have any of you guys been interested? Just a random question. Have any of you guys have been interested in the new smart brick sets by any chance? It's something that I'm actually very interested in. I don't think I'm gonna buy them yet because I'm not much of a... Well, I am a Star Wars fan, but I don't know. I don't have the room for it that I need. These are exceptions because these are actually part of a movie that I'm making, and it's different just buying those compared to something else that I'm on, you know, I'm gonna be getting and just storing away in some sense. I really don't know. I feel like I would get them if I had more room. Would be cool. And apparently we're going to be building this wall right here. This part right here. But I'm going to need to put these all together. I'm back. Okay, cool. What is smart brick sets about? And then Renee also asked, what is a smart brick? Okay, so Lego announced that they were making a special brick to where when you interacted with different sets that they would say either is compatible or built around the smart brick. What it is that it makes the set more interactive. So you get to sheesh. They explained, I know that they explained it. They explained it in a way where it's a little bit easier. I'm gonna look it up really quick, but it's a special brick that they have to where that what they do is that it'll make noises, it'll make sound effects, it'll change different colors, but it also just really depends on the set that you are that you have it at, or that you have it with. So like if it was a Star Wars set, then it could make like different like noises, like the blaster noises, or probably explosions probably. So the smart play system, just to give you guys a little bit of an extra read, so basically what it is that there's minifigures that'll have this little QR code like thing on the back, that if you've seen the Mario sets where, you know, when you like if you're playing the Mario Lego sets, and you have the Mario figure, and it has that sensor reader on the bottom of it that you could just hop up on. Like you can put your Mario figure on specific places, and the Mario figure will interact with it, and it'll make noises and make the sound effects, and the, you know, quote different things that Mario says. What this will do is that it'll do the same thing, but it'll have the brick, and with the brick, that's where you will see that. So let me see if we can get this right here. So this is the smart brick right here. So this is the little thing that it has play sensors that react to specific parts of the set. And then this is the smart tag right here. And on the minifigure, it shows what it's going to look like. That's what the smart tag is. So you just have the figure with it, you know, getting close to this, and the brick will make the noise. It'll change the colors and stuff like that. See, so you'll be able to play with it, and it'll recognize it, so that way to be a little bit more dynamic. These smart tags are going to be the essential things to help make the play, to make you play with your Legos a little bit better. And it's different. It's different, definitely different. So like I said, so if you have specific things, like in here, you have the smart brick in the X-Wing fighter, and if you have it near the TIE fighter, it'll start making different sounds. So that way, to kind of make it, instead of being like you're making the sound effects, it'll also help make the sound effects for you. And apparently what I heard is that people did not like the prices, which I don't know, I understand them. So like the X-Wing fighter, $89.99, I can get it. $69.99 for Darth Vader's TIE fighter, but the throne room dual and A-Wing being $159, I think is a little bit too excessive. But there's also some compatible sets. So there's these AT-ST Attack on Endor set, the Yoda's Hut and Jedi Training set, the Luke's Land Speeder set, the Millennium Falcon set, which this one I don't like in particular because it's so small. It's $100, but it's that small. I'd rather get something that it's the actual set. You just put the brick on. Then there's the Mos Eisley Cantina, which is cool, but it's not the big set. I don't know. I definitely feel like they need to kind of change things up a little bit for the better. My opinion. My personal opinion. I definitely think that they could change it a little bit more. I think that it could be a little bit less expensive is another thing. But then again, you know, Lego is going to be a little bit more pricey than usual, especially when it comes to different franchise sets. That's where I could definitely see where they could, you know, where the price is going to go up, you know, like for Marvel or for DC or Disney or even Star Wars, to that case being, which is something I don't agree with. But then again, you know, if the set features are justifiable, maybe I could probably see, or maybe I could be a little bit more open-minded about it. But for now, because I don't have anything in terms of I don't have anything in terms of the sets, I don't know if I can justify them yet. But we'll see. We'll definitely see later on down the road how I feel about it. I mean, I think it's a cool concept, but I think that it definitely needs to be fixed. It definitely needs to be a little bit more tested before we get it out and about. says, well, I'm going to go now. I'm not sure how long I've been on for, but I hope you have a good time after your live stream. Thanks so much, Ezra. I really do appreciate it. Nice getting to talk with you and seeing you on here, dude. Let's see. If it goes on for a little bit more than 2 hours, I might just do... I might cut it shorter, but honestly, I'll have to see. I'll have to see. Because I also do have a little bit of a time limit with some of these things, but there's a lot of stuff that I do want to get in. Let's see. Where are some of these? And then where's the next? Add another piece. That it was the brown one. Let's see. Nice says the smart brick sounds interesting. Thanks for sharing your opinion on the smart brick. Yeah, I mean, it's like I don't really have a problem with the smart brick itself. I think it's the pricing that I have a little bit of a problem with, in my opinion, because I just feel like for it being a small thing like that, it's a little bit too much of a price hike. I mean, don't get me wrong, it does feel like an import. I think that it does bring out a little bit more of what Lego wants to do for its younger audience, and it's definitely something that I think that its younger audience wants. Something different, to something flashy, something new, which I'm all for. But I also feel like one of the things that they need to do is make it a little bit more affordable. My personal opinion. I don't know. I just feel like it's, if it actually is like clear enough to be to the point where it's justifiable, yeah. I'm trying to find a piece. Does not seem like I can find it. I've said that multiple times to the point where I think maybe I cannot find it for once. It does happen. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Okay. That's why. Okay. So the piece that's supposed to be behind here, this is supposed to be the 1x4, not the 1x3. That's why. Okay. Well, it happens. It happens. Okay. There we go. Hey, I mean, we all make the mistakes. We all make the mistakes that makes us really question a lot of the builds. But you know what? It's all cool. It's all cool. Okay. Let's get this part in. There we go. Right there. All right. does feel weird sometimes when I'm like putting these sets together, depending on the bricks, because it's like I'm thinking, haven't I already done this before? Turns out I have, but in another set. Just because of some, I don't know, sometimes there's like some weird deja vu that does happen, especially in modular builds. If you build a lot of them, then that's when you start feeling that deja vu. Okay, and then there's this little propeller piece. What is this? Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. So let's see. Oh, it's the other way around. This way. There we go. Oh, okay. I see where this is going. Here we go. Oh, it's a chair. Oh, that's cool. Okay. That is cool. That is cool. And then I just place it here. I know that you might not be able to see much. I'm just trying to like, let me see if we can move a little bit of the bricks right over here so that way I could get more of a clearer thing for you guys. There we go. It's a little bit better. Let's see. Here. Column here. And then wait, this on here. Right here. Let's see. There we go. There's that piece. Let's see. There we go. And we're going to start this part then. we have this and this part here, and then this part. Let's see. And it says it's really cool how you can put together so many pieces. Yeah, no, it definitely is. Especially if you were to do what's called a mock or my own creation. Those are the more impressive ones, in my opinion, especially because that there are people who they'll take sets like these. Sometimes they'll just go and they'll rebuild the whole set to being a completely different build, which is incredible, especially if you're doing it from the bottom up and you're not getting any help. It's definitely a cool thing to see coming into fruition. And another thing that I do like about having to put a lot of bricks together is the fact that you keep doing it more often. It does help you with trying to make better sets, better structures. It feels a lot more like you're not only just building these sets, but you're also, training to being able to create better building skills and better building techniques. I definitely feel like it's important to, when making my own creations, you need to have good building techniques, because if not, you could accidentally have a set be it could be broken down and not in the best way possible. There's this right here. Oops. Gonna fix that one. There we go. Let's see. And there's a timepiece right here. That's cool that they have multiple of these ones. I actually like this one. Let me put this one here. Then we have another thing for what seems like a thing of coffee. Ooh, I forgot to put this one here. Sometimes you can accidentally forget about the fact that there are multiple things that you put together and they're in the same range. It can get annoying, but it is helpful to definitely see that, definitely that there's a, yeah, sometimes I just forgot. It's actually good that you actually do find out sometimes that you forgot a piece, because at least with this, you could easily go back and fix a mistake. When it comes to a real building, now that's a different subject. There's that part, and then this part. And this part. Wait. Where was this part at? I feel like I might have missed a step somewhere. Wait. Oh, it's an extra wood piece. Okay, I'm not missing a piece. I thought I was. It's just an extra wood piece just in case if I had to, like in case if I needed an extra one, then it's right there. All right, so 15 is done. Now we're on to bag number 16. Actually, no, sorry, 15. 14 is done. We're gone to bag 15. There we go. 15. All right, let's see. It's funny how we don't get, like, the bags keep alternating between plastic and paper. Plastic and paper. It's funny. It really is funny. Now, one thing I am going to determine for the rest of the stream, because I was not expecting to reach the 2-hour mark at this point, is how long would it take, or at least if I can do the next one, which would be the third floor, I would just have to see how far it would be, like how long it would, how many bags it would be. Because sometimes it could take me a small amount of time, but it just really depends. And you know what? I am actually very grateful that the avatar didn't start glitching out like crazy. Thank you, Lord, that didn't happen. So let's see. So once we're done with bag 15, then bag 16 will be the next floor. Let's see. How many bags is it until? Oh. So, yeah, you know what? We might actually have to do the second. Yeah, because from 16 through 19, that's going to be the next floor. Maybe 16, 17, 18, 19. Oh, that's 4 bags. Maybe. We'll just see how long it takes to do this one. If it takes us more than 2.5 hours, I think we could, or at least if we get to the 2.5 hour mark on the stream, I think we'll call it there. And then next Friday, I will probably do the third floor and the third floor and the roof. Yeah, I think I'll stick with the original plan, because more than likely I feel like this is going to be like the last part of it. Let's see. I'm going to make this one count then. And then with that, I will show you guys how it looks like on top of the other building. Let's change up the music for the last part of it. Let's see. There we go. This is a nice way to start easing into the last of the stream. It's gonna take a little while though. And then we got this one, this one. There we go. Yeah, it's just pretty cool that, honestly, I didn't think I would get this one done quicker than the last one. But then again, so I have an idea now that the bags could take roughly between like maybe a couple, like, you know, like a little more, about 2 hours to about like 2 to 3 hours, I would say. Probably. It just really depends on how quick of a builder you are. I really like the color of the Legos. Yes, I do. I do too. I actually feel like it's like a nice soothing color, I would say. Like it really, really is. Wait. Oh, that's this part. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice color. It definitely is. I like the fact that it's sort of contrasting colors in a good way. Like it really is. And what's nice about it is that it's really going to set itself out differently compared to the other buildings around it. When it's in the city parts, it's going to look really, really nice. And I definitely need to get the city rearranged and everything so that way it looks really well done. Like I definitely feel like with your guys' help, I could be able to make this city look really nice. There's a few Legos sets that I need to put together, but once things start getting a more of a move on, depending on how things go, it'll start moving forward quicker. So, for example, I'm still trying to get X-Men done. It's been a little bit of an interesting process with that movie. I've been doing my best to research into doing visual effects in motion, which is Apple's version of After Effects from Adobe. And what I want to do is make it feel like this is really a starter film, but at the same time, it's like you're seeing it through the eyes of like someone who's learning. And it'll definitely show it'll definitely show a lot in the process, but it's definitely great when you know your process is going to be taking a little bit more, and you want to make sure that you're putting everything you got into it. That's what I'm definitely doing with X-Men, because I feel like it's like the first actual passion project that I've ever considered making, because I never thought I would actually get to do an X-Men movie, you know, based off of Lego. I never thought I would. I thought, it's fine. It is what it is. But it's incredible. It is such an amazing process on doing it, not by myself. I have multiple people backing me up. I got multiple people who are willing to be on board with this project, and it's amazing to think that it's gonna really happen. Like I really am seeing this happen even further. I just need these buildings because of the post-credit scene. You'll see why when it gets to that moment, because there's so much happening. There's so much happening in that moment. I gotta put these parts. Come on. It's a little bit more difficult than I was expecting. Huh. Honestly, this should have been in first and then the windows. My opinion. Here, you know what? I'm going to move the windows for a bit, so that way to make it easier for me to put the flower parts in. There we go. That's how it's done. Sometimes Lego steps, like in different instructions, they might be a little bit more on the weirder side where you have to kind of improvise to put certain things into their respective spots. And then we'll just put the windows back up. There we go. All right, and then we'll put the this part in. Let's see. It's really exciting to see all of this coming together for your project. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. It is exciting to get to see this in the Marvel movies that I'm trying to make out of Lego. It's interesting how I didn't think this was going to happen at all. Like I really didn't think this was happening at all. I thought this was just going to be some sort of like a dream that never got to be fulfilled. And I'm grateful to God for the fact that He supplied to help make this happen. And for watchers and subscribers and family and friends like you guys, I'm the reason why, I'm like at the point where, like you guys are the reason why that I'm here. And sometimes I bring it to a loss of words because of how huge this is. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable in a lot of ways. And sometimes I just still keep wondering, is this true? Like, is this really happening? Is this dream actually coming to pass? And the Lord luckily says yes, it is helping, it is coming to pass, and it is going to become something that's undeniably bigger than what you'd expect. I'm excited. I really am excited to get to work on this, and I definitely need to film the rest of X-Men, but I need to figure out I keep telling myself I need to figure out a few things, but I think what I'm going to do is just go for it. I'm just going to just go for it and then try my best. In this thing, in this area, there's a lot of trial and error that goes into play. And trial and error is one of the best things that you can get out of it, because there's a lot. There really is a lot of writing on the wall. And you want to make sure that you're doing your best and trying when it comes to any project. And this is going to be one of those moments where this project is, would not have been done without God and without you guys. Would have never been done. Let's see. Put this part right here. Let's see. There's a few steps that I accidentally skipped. Went back right to them, and that can happen sometimes accidentally. Is that a few steps can accidentally be skipped, but it's fixable. It's doable. Just need to take some time to get back to the step that you accidentally skipped. I really didn't think I would get this part of the building done. I really am surprised that we're at this point of the build. then I just need this one here. Yeah, it's at the 2 hour 14-minute mark. Yeah, I think this is going to be like the final part of it when I get to the ending. Like when I finish up everything, I think this might be the last part. Let's see. We'll put this part here. There we go. That looks better. Okay, time to start getting the tilings on. Over here. Wait, let's see. Oh, okay. So there's some more. Right here. And then here. And then this part here. All right. Now I'm going to start laying on the tiles up here. Let's see. There and here. And then one more. There we go. And then we just got another window here. There's this one. There we go. That looks better. Oh, wait, this part. Okay, so we need to put these here. Okay, one of the pieces dropped. Sometimes that can happen where the pieces do drop. And there are times where you might not find it in time. And there are other times where you will find it. Okay. There we go. So you got that part. Says, what part of the building are you working on? I am working on the second floor right now. The second floor so far is, it's actually really cool. Just because I feel like, I don't know, I like the fact that it's just conjoined together, and especially because when I put it all together, I'll get more in depth with the build. But it's nice to getting to see that even though they're two separate buildings, they are conjoined together, and it doesn't feel like one separate build. That's the good thing that I like about it. Let's see. And then when it feels like it's two separate things, it could take the uniqueness away from it. But I like that it doesn't feel like it's two separate things. I like that it feels together. It also keeps the build integrity pretty well together. Oh, and then this part needs to get rid of this part because oh okay, that's why. So I needed this part to go in here. That's that part. Okay. There we go. And then there's this panel. There we go. And here. All right. Man, I honestly get surprised when I do these types of builds because I feel like I'm thinking, oh, well, there's no way I can get this build done within a specific amount of time, and I end up doing so, and it's amazing. It definitely feels amazing. It really is therapeutic, and it really is nice because then I think that with this I can get more ideas and just get to cherish the moments that I have, getting to put this build together and just make it feel very special. Lego builds are always very special to me. They always have been, always will be. I just need another one of these corner parts here. And then this will go. Oh, there's another side here too. Okay, I got it. I gotcha. Okay, I was almost getting confused for a second. Let's see. So right now, the part that I'm working on is this wall/window piece here. Let's see. It's almost done, actually. This bag is like maybe like halfway done, I feel. But it's pretty cool that it's almost that it's getting there. Man, I feel like it's crazy to think that I still have several episodes of like different shows that I got to finish up doing editing my reactions to, which it'll come around. I promise you that. I just need to take some time after this to kind of like get up, walk, do what I got to do, and then go right back and just hammer in the work, And this goes here. And then this. This one. And then we also have this decor part right here. Here. And then this part right here. Oh, and then there's this little corner piece right here. There we go. And then there's one more brick right here. And then this one in here. Yeah, this is honestly one of the best builds that I've ever gotten to do, to be honest. I really enjoyed this one a lot. And I'm really happy that this is the first one that I got to work on. I mean, I really want to get to the boutique and the boutique hotel and the $2 square. I think that's what it is, or two-door corner. I really am excited to get to do the build those sets and put them together, because what I think that the Marvel Lego YouTube universe is going to need is a little bit more diversity in this version of New York City, and I think that it's going to need something a little bit more like different, something different, not something too dramatic, but something that it could be like, wow, okay, this is New York, but a different version of it. Something I can't wait to get to explore and to accomplish. So, all right, let's go ahead and put these panels and everything all up together. Here. There. There we go. And then I put these here for the decor part. One more. There we go. And then there's the flower parts that I have to put. So, oops. This one goes here. And then all right. And that is bag 15. So I'm happy to say we are officially done with the second floor. So what do we got here? So we have another part of the music room right here. So we got some drums, we got some cymbals, and this little patio area right here, which is actually really nice. I love the window part right here. This is really, really cool. Oh, wait a minute. What? Isn't there supposed to be something here? I feel like there's supposed to be something there, but it just got missed. Like, I really do feel like there are. Oh, that's later. Okay, never mind. So it's something that comes later from the box, from what I'm seeing. All right, then that's cool. That's cool with me, because I was wondering why does it kind of look a little bare, but it's all good. And then we have this part right here, which is like a kind of like a toy studio, or like a, or just like a bedroom piece, because of the door right here. And we have the other little door part right there. We got some stairs. The door actually opens here, which is cool. And the door opens here too. Oh, sheesh. Trying to get the door open, but oh wait, hold on. It's because the brick wasn't pushed in all the way. Sometimes that happens too. That's all good. Give me a second so I can try to put this in. There we go. So, door. Okay. I see it. Okay, nice. Okay. There we go. And then on the outside here, we kind of have a little spot for, like, if we got a spot for birds, like a little birds thing, and some vines on the side with the pipes. And then this is the other side right here. This is a really cool thing. This is really awesome. I really can't believe on how great this looks. Great job. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that. And now the next part that I'm going to do is I'm going to put that aside and put it on top of this piece. So then we could show how much you've done. So it's going to line up. Sometimes this is the tricky part, is lining it up correctly. It can be tricky. It sounds like something that shouldn't be tricky, but it is a little. All right, so there's that part. Okay. It's a little wobbly. Maybe it's in the right place. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's not wobbly anymore. And it's lined up perfectly. Wait. Actually, it is a little wobbly. Maybe it needs a more solid surface. Oh, wait. I think I got it. Let me see. I think I did. Because I just have to examine it. It might feel a little off center, but it's not off center. All right. So if I was to, and it says, this is so amazing to watch. It definitely is amazing to watch and to see when put all together. So I'm going to be careful, but this is the build when put as a street like this. This is actually really impressive. I'm not going to lie. I'm impressed. I really am impressed on how this feels. Like the building itself is amazing. It really is. But just seeing how everything just got put together is so cool. I just have to fix this part of the wall here, because I was a little off. But this was amazing. I'm excited for the last part of the last live stream for this building, which will be for the third floor, which will be here, and then there's a rooftop on top of it, and then a rooftop on this section of it. I'm excited. I really am excited to see how it goes. It's definitely going to be fun and exciting. I can't believe we are here at this point, getting to really put this set together. It really is exciting, and it's a lot of fun. I can't believe it. I really, can't believe it. Yeah, there we go. There we are. Yeah, this is honestly one of my favorite sets, if not my favorite set of time. Like, this is gonna be awesome to get to see finished and completed. Oh boy. So that's it for the second floor. But I will talk a little bit more about what the future is going to be for the channel, so that we guys get to know more about what's happening. I'm still currently working on Lego One Piece Prologue Part 5. I'm going to see if I could try to get the writing done and the dialogue and the editing done tonight, so that way tomorrow I can just do the score really quick and possibly even get it out tomorrow. And then if things go well, I might be able to get the first episode reaction to Wonder Man out tomorrow. I also might be able to get the first arc of One Piece, like the reaction part of it, out tomorrow. If not, I'll probably do it for get it out for Sunday. I still got, I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, My Hero Academia Vigilantes that I still got to do. On top of Everybody Loves Raymond, the anime reactions to Avatar: The Last Airbender, Panaponamanta, to Spy Family, The Prince of Tennis, and Doctor Stone, and then still with Wonder Man that I got to do, and Ironheart that I got to finish up. What If I got to finish up. There's a lot of stuff that I got to finish up, but I definitely will be able to get to all of it within time. And then the revisited reactions to the other remaining, well, the other entries of the MCU. I'm sorry, I'm just like the walls a little bit, like kind of like. Okay. It's just the way that it's put is a little weird. It's just trying to fix it. But anyways, so I still got a lot of those. I still got the movie reactions that I got to do that I'm excited for. But yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and it's gonna be really, really exciting on here. So February is gonna be filled with a lot more reactions than anything. I will also be doing live streams for the sets as well as for puzzles. So you guys will be seeing more of that. I can't wait. I really cannot wait to get to see more of these things occurring. You guys are going to be in for a treat. I'm telling you that for sure. By the way, as this stream is going on, right now I am at 294, sorry, not 200, 494 subscribers. Let's see. 493, but that's okay. So 7 more to go, and I will be there at 500, and that's totally okay with me. However much time it takes, I'm ready to get to see where this is all going to lead. I'm super excited about the journey to get there, and I'm just in awe with how much support and love you guys had towards the channel, how much of you guys had towards the projects, the reaction videos, and even any other videos in general. You guys have been all amazing, like unbelievably amazing. It's been awesome. It's been an incredible journey so far that I cannot thank God enough for you guys. It has been an absolute pleasure being on YouTube for almost 2 years and having just the time of my life. And especially with all, there's been a lot of instances that could have derailed me, could have derailed a lot of this. But, you guys, first of all, God, and then you guys and my friends, family, and you guys as the watchers and subscribers, you guys have helped me keep afloat. And I wouldn't be here without you guys. So I'm super happy for how this turned out. Be on the lookout for new reactions and such. I'm excited to see where this goes. So without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching this second live stream for the build. If you guys want to see more videos like this, then please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to follow me on any of my social media, I have got Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, aka X, and my Discord servers. If you guys want to see more videos, more live streams and anything, please make sure to click on that notification bell, so that way you guys can be able to pop in whenever you guys like to. We can always just be talking, chatting, asking questions, having some discussions, and just having a nice time together. This has been awesome. Remember, I'm at 493 subscribers, getting there almost to 500. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Without the Lord and without you guys, I wouldn't be here. And it's just been such an amazing journey, and I can't wait to continue it to 500 and beyond. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you all. Stay safe, and I will see you all in the next live stream. All right, and in the next videos too. Bye, guys.